Jack's got a shovel and a dream in his hands, staking claims neath the hot desert sand, chasing the glimmer of gold in the sun. Every hill climbed, it's a battle, but he's won. With friends beside him, he's never alone. Through valleys and mountains, they've made it their home. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. They ride the ATV through the wide open plains, laughing and shouting, forgetting the pains. The wind on their faces, a taste of pure freedom. In the heart of Arizona, they know they'll beat 'em. Life's a wild ride, they shout out so bold. Jack says you never slow down, you never grow. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share.
Hello, welcome everybody. It is Wednesday once again. It must be April. Is it day the 30th?
It is.
Ooh, that's the last day of April, isn't it?
This is true.
Last day of April, man.
Hey, I need to ask you a question.
Okay, what's that?
In the beginning of this song, in the little montage of all your pictures,
Yeah.
the first picture of you, what were you, 12 in that picture?
Which one was that picture?
I think it was the one in, what's the name of that town after Apache Junction?
Goldfield.
Yeah, it was that. It was in that shirt, in the Goldfield shirt.
Oh, no, it was 12. I was 12.
That's what I said.
Oh, 14. I'm sorry, 14.
Yeah, you must have been. You was mighty skinny then. I don't remember you that skinny.
Yeah, once upon a time. I'm getting
Once
that
upon a
again.
time.
Let's see, Paul, first one in there tonight. Howdy, Steve Collier, hello. Mark Nye, hello. Janon. Hey, Janon, look, I don't have crap everywhere.
Thank God.
Lisa says Janon would be proud.
I did say that.
I'm starting to get it together, though. Mike B, hello. Josh Cooper and Joshua there. Anybody's got any goal today? I never got out today. Buck Rackley, hello. Hope your Wednesday is going great. I never did get out today, so I never did get any gold. I did look at some topo maps, though. No dolls.
He'll be there. He just didn't bring them yet.
There is kind of dolls there. See, there's Wonder Woman and Farrah Fawcett sitting right there.
I think she's talking about the like the dance hall girl dolls.
Yeah, the dance hall girls.
Did you bring them yet?
Their man cave is coming together. No, I didn't bring the dolls yet. I don't know. I'll have to get some shelves and maybe put them out of sight, like maybe over in here or something.
So only you can see them.
So they're not inside of everything else.
Only you can see them.
I got more guitars I got to put up over on this side over here.
Oh. Well, you got to be able to open up the closet too.
Well, the closet's right here. I'm not going to put
it opens that way. It doesn't even open out. It opens in.
That's correct.
Oh, well, then you don't have to worry about nothing.
No, that's what I say. So I just got to put up more guitars right there. I still got a few more I got to bring over to. I figured I've got about 2 more trips to, and then I'm all in. All in. So outside, my gold room is coming together. I've got a lot of the mining equipment over here, so I can start bringing back some dirt and material and start mining. And I think Sunday I'm going to go out and maybe do some metal detecting up here in the Meadview Claim since I'm closer. Those are creepy. The ones you use as the ventriloquist dolls.
Oh, they're not creepy. You
Oh,
have to have an open mind.
the one looks like Chuck E. Cheese. That's what people say. Tony.
Tony.
They'll come over, but they'll sit over in the corner or something, so you
Yeah,
won't see them.
but they'll come on the show every once in a while.
Yeah, just to say hi to Janan.
Yeah. Yeah. I see shadow underneath the door too.
Oh, the dogs are going around. Yeah, the dogs are sitting right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I think that yeah.
Let's see what where gold is at right now. Let's see what the precious metal prices are right here. Precious metal. Oh, gold's down, 32.75. Silver's at 32.70. Platinum is at 9.76. And your favorite is
Rhodium.
5,700.
I like rhodium.
Crude oil's way down too. Crude oil's 58.29 a barrel. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Has your price of gas gone down?
A little bit.
Hmm.
It's the eyes. Yes, Tony. I couldn't remember the name. Tony. The dogs are out there. What are you dogs doing out there? I see you. Hello, doggies. Hello, little doggies. So, what have you got on the agenda?
Me? Today is National Bugs Bunny Day.
Oh, I'm not dog.
It's also National Oatmeal Cookie Day,
Hmm.
National Denim Day, National Raisin Day, and National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day, which is the most important.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. In our birthdays today, I mean, I saw people that I knew, but you wouldn't know. So our only famous birthday today is Cloris Leachman. Do you remember her?
Wasn't she the psychiatrist in Two and a Half Men?
No, she was the old lady that dated Alan that gave him the watch and was
Oh,
buying.
yeah, that's right. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
See, for those of you who don't know, Jack, everything revolves around what goes on in Two and a Half Men. That's his focal point, and we go from there. Yeah.
Is that the president calling you? But you know, but he dated her too, Cloris Leachman.
Oh, Charlie did.
Yeah.
Yeah. First, but you don't see that. You only see Alan dating.
That's how he got the piano. And then Alan says, "How come you only dated her once?" And he said, "Because I only needed one piano." J&T Gold Hunters, hello. Hey, did you know that the very first metal detector was used in 1881? Did you know that?
I did.
It was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. Did you know that?
Was that before or after the telephone?
I don't know. When was the telephone invented?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's at 1881.
Why did he do that?
You know why he invented it for?
No.
He invented it in an attempt to locate a bullet that was in the body of President James Garfield.
Oh.
But now, while the attempt was unsuccessful, it did mark the beginning of metal detector technology. Mike B., have you ever stopped at Bezos Italian restaurant?
Bezos Italian restaurant.
I have not. David Villa, hello. Did you know that the first manufacturer of metal detectors was Fisher?
I did not know that.
It was the M-scope, invented in 1936. And did you know that Fisher was granted a patent for the first portable metal detector in 1925?
So it took them that long. It took them 11 years to perfect this metal detector.
Well, look at what they're doing right now. Before COVID, they were releasing this new detector, and they still haven't got it out. But that Mel Fisher was a pretty Smart guy. He found a lot of treasures and stuff too. Did you know when Mine Lab was established?
I do.
When?
1985.
Oh, you're so correct.
I
Where
know.
at?
Australia.
Oh, you're so right. Did you know what the first metal detector was that they came out with?
No.
It was the Gold Seekers 15,000. Do you know that?
The Gold Seeker 50,000. Well, okay, so my lab,
15,000. It was
how
released
much?
in 1985. It was the Gold Seeker 15,000.
15,000. So based on that, was that $15,000? Because everything that Mind Lab does is
I think that came after that fact. Did you
oh
know that it operated at a frequency at 1.5 kilohertz and 25.5 kilohertz?
no, I have no clue what any of that means.
Well, that means that there's such low kilohertz. Low kilohertz are generally better for treasures, and the higher kilohertz, like or in the middle, like 45, and that are better for the gold.
Oh,
So, did you know that when the first PI machine came out,
no.
the first PI machine actually came out in the 70s, but it was first used in the late 1878 to 1879, and it had like four coils. Coils. I know that's one word I can't say. And then later on, they found a way just to have the one. Joshua Stair got some samples from west side of Mount Ord tributaries from Kitty Joe Creek. Got a few little specks. All right, congrats. It's always nice.
Where is Kitty Joe Creek?
Near
Lee Quartzite production.
oh, can't talk to you now, dude. Let's see. Did you know where the first gold nugget in the U.S. was discovered or found?
I
Where?
do.
Where?
At Reed's Farm.
Ooh, yeah. And what year was that?
What year was that? 1824.
Oh, so close. 1799
I was close.
in North Carolina. Do you know how heavy it was? How big a nugget it was?
Yes.
How big?
It was real big. It was really heavy. It was 17 pounds.
That's right, 17 pounds. And do you know that the kid found it? Just a young boy. He found it on the farm, and it was used as a doorstop for several years until, from this, what I heard, it was like a vacuum salesman or some salesman guy looked at it and said, "Oh, that's a piece of gold." You know, they sold it to a jeweler for only $3.50.
$3.50 for a
Like
17-pound nugget.
Yeah, like a tenth of what it was worth. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So then he started the gold mining, Reed's gold mining. And do you know they later found another nugget? And you know how heavy that one was?
No.
28 pounds.
Oof, oof, oof.
So I think we should have all went to Reed's
North
farm and
Carolina.
started taking nuggets. Johnny Tabasco says, I have an F-19 with a D-Tech 13-inch coral. Should I use it to go gold hunting? You can find gold with it, but you know, it's got to be decent size because it's really not a gold detector. It's more probably for coins and stuff like that. But if it's a decent sized piece of gold, it'll still pick it up. So, what else is going on? That's what I have to talk about.
And you're done?
The Carolinas have it all. Did you know that the purest gold comes from back east in the Carolinas, Georgia, and stuff like that?
I remember that from when we were back there.
Yeah.
Or back here, actually.
Back there.
So I'm going to tell you this day in history. There's a couple of interesting factoids that I can tell you.
Okay.
So in 1492, Christopher Columbus is given royal commission by Ferdinand and Isabella to equip his fleet to go to the New World.
Where was the New World at?
Here.
Oh, this is the New World? Where was the Old World at?
He was in Spain.
Oh, that's the Old World?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In 1789, George Washington is inaugurated as the first president of the United States.
That's before gold was even discovered.
And also on
Was
April
that in the New
30th.
World?
What?
Was that in the New World? George Washington got president
Yes,
after they discovered the New World.
it
Then,
was in the colonies. Yes.
oh, gotcha. He was in the colonies.
Yeah, the 13 colonies.
What are the 13 colonies? How come they say 13 colonies?
Because they weren't states yet. There was no such thing as states.
So what's the 13 colonies?
It was Virginia, Massachusetts,
Rhode Island,
all along the
Maine,
eastern seaboard.
oh, Washington,
Maine, New Hampshire,
New
Vermont,
York,
Massachusetts,
New
Rhode Island,
Jersey.
Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland.
Those are the 13 colonies.
Well, I don't know, but
Was
I was giving
Florida
you the
one
whole
of them?
eastern
And Georgia?
seaboard. What?
Was Florida and Georgia one of them?
Florida and yeah, Florida, sure, because Ponce de Leon discovered Florida. Yeah,
Who?
Ponce de Leon and the Fountain of Youth.
Oh,
Did you ever go to school?
I never learned Ponce de Leon. I
Not
heard of the
Ponce de
fountain.
Leon. That's Princess Leia. Ponce de Leon.
I've never heard of him.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to get you some history books. Okay, moving on. In 1859, A Tale of Two Cities is first published. In 1904, ice cream cone makes its debut at the St. Louis World's Fair.
What year
1904.
was the first ice cream cone?
Uh-huh.
Wow. They should have been in the New World, then it would have been found before that.
It was in the New World,
Oh.
Doof. And in 1939, FDR becomes the first president to appear on TV in 1939.
Wow. I didn't see him.
Were you born in
I didn't
1939?
even see the first TV.
I don't think that you even were winking in 1939.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't even a twinkle in my daddy's eye then.
No.
Jay Bolfer, hello, UM. UM, does that mean where you are?
Where do you see UM?
He says UM. What does UM mean?
I just see a flag and a...
What? Jay's in, who knows where he's at now? Where are you at now? You should be in Oklahoma, or you should be up in, you were in Virginia last time, so you should be in Vermont or Washington or Maine by now. Man, that's some hard question.
He's in Chesapeake Bay,
Where's Chesapeake Bay at?
Virginia.
Oh, you're still in Virginia. Is that where you're thinking of settling? Is Virginia? You've spent a week in Virginia, Chesapeake Bay. Oh, you did buy a house there. Ooh, right. So we can come out and metal detect some artifacts, because knowing you, it's got to be a gigantic house and about 50 acres, huh? So you better get that metal detector and start looking for artifacts. Yes, I'll come out and help you look for some artifacts. Where's Chesapeake Bay? Yes, you can. Where's Chesapeake Bay at?
I just told you it's in
I
Virginia.
know it's in Virginia, but where at? What's it by? Is it by the ocean?
It's by the bay.
Is it by Fredericksburg?
No,
How do you know that?
because it's not.
Heathville. Where's Heathville at? Ocean. Steve Collier. I don't know a lot of stuff back there.
You don't know a lot of stuff where you are either.
I know a few things, but I don't know stuff back there, a lot of stuff like that. I don't spend too much time back east. But the humidity there is going to get you. They got high humidity back there. Right now it's probably about 80% humidity.
Janan just told you it's Googleable.
It's Googleable. I will have to Google it and find out where that's at. Yes. Steve Blevins, hello. Have you been up on Gold Mountain, Steve? I got to get up there and find some of that big ass gold nuggets that they're finding up there. There's been some nice ass gold come off that claim. I can't believe it. I bet you there's been $1 million of gold come off that claim. Well, maybe not quite that, but I bet you there's been an awful lot of gold. Jerry Prince, hello. Jillian Berry, hello. Been a ton of gold. Hey, guess who became a Patreon member today? I got a notification on.
Who?
William. You know who? Divine.
William who?
Divine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. How come I don't hear you anymore?
Well, because I'm waiting
What
for
happened?
you to talk. I'm waiting for you to talk.
I'm coughing. I'm going to go get a cough drop. Black me out.
Huh?
Black me out. I'm going to go get a cough drop.
Black you out?
Yeah.
You're gone. Just like that. Steve Blevins, oh yeah, we've been working it every week, running it through the javelina. All right. Paul, always cough when you chip straight. You always cough when you chip straight. What does that mean? Chip straight. When you chip straight. All right, so she took off, so I'll have to wait for her to come back. Vodka, Lisa. Oh, she needs some vodka. Vodka. Or some Corona. My Corona. Chug-a-lug. Joshua Stair, the Arizona dew point will get you just as well during monsoon seasons. That is true. My dew point, or I don't know about how hot is there, Jack? I was looking earlier at the temperature and it said 80 degrees. And my, what you call it, oh, now I got not my dew point, but the humidity was 20% humidity and 80 degrees. It's 86 degrees there, huh? It's a little warmer. It's a little cooler up here. It's been cold these last nights. Cold. Oh, there's Lisa. I'll have to bring Lisa back now. We will work it all summer, most likely the only ones out there. That's probably very true. You probably will be. I'd like to get up there and do some detecting, because I know there's some big ass nuggets up there. Where are you at, Talladega?
Who, me?
Who? Your feet don't fit no limbs.
That's, yeah. Yes, I'm at Talladega. Exactly. You hear the race cars going by?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Somebody said whenever you do something, you cough. You always cough when you chip straight.
What?
What? And then they said you need to drink some vodka to help you.
I don't know if it's allergies from the trees blooming or if it's the smoke from the fire still, because that fire smell is still bad.
Paul says, I just got a place in the UP 10 miles from Lake Superior and 10 miles from a copper mine. Oh, so you're way up there then, huh? Up in the upper UP, up there by Copper Harbor, up there. In the UP, I used to go hunt them Indian artifacts around, what was that town? What was that town? Garden City. Garden City.
No, it started with an E.
No, it was Garden City, and I used to fly into Marquette, I think it was, and then I'd drive down.
But he
and
lived
Little
in a
Aiden
town
Knock
that started
around that
with an
whole
E.
Aiden Knock. We used to find some really good copper artifacts. Humidity is 73% there. Yeah, that's what I say. Wait till like July when it's 100% humidity. That's the bad thing about being back east is that high humidity. And the mosquitoes will carry you away. So get some big ass bats because you can Uh, on to Nargon. On to Nargon. That's got to be way up there. When are you coming back to Arizona, Paul? So, yeah, not much is going on, Steve, because that's why I left. What, back east or
Yeah,
Michigan?
he's from from those upper states.
Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad, hello. Soon, I hope. Okay. Yeah, we were back there. We used to go back there around this time of the every year. Around this time, I remember somewhere close to Mother's Day, which was coming up. So we were back there pretty close to Mother's Day, and the humidity was so bad. I mean, I'd take a shower and come out, and people were laughing at me, saying, "You think this is bad? Wait till July and August." I said, "Geez."
Oh, that was Georgia though. Georgia's very humid.
Well, okay, but it was back there, Carolinas and Georgia and all them. Boston, Massachusetts, I was a masshole. Oh, Andy Hansis. Oh, Teladaga, shake and bake. You know, that's one sport I never got into was racing.
NASCAR?
Yeah, because it's kind of boring. They just go around and around and around. Oh, here they comes around again. Here now, it would be interesting if they put the concession stands out in the middle of the track. Oh shit, he didn't make it. God, did you see that guy fly? That he lost his hot dog coming back. You know, it would be funny then. You know.
There's a lot of skill in that racing those cars round and round and
Yeah,
round.
here they come around again. Oh,
A
50,000
lot
times.
of
Here they
skill in
come
that.
around again. It's just around and around and around and around.
And somebody else is saying, why would you bother digging up dirt?
Who?
Somebody.
Who's saying that? Well, they got to
Somebody.
dig. They got to dig dirt if you're a pallbearer.
What?
What? To bury you, you got to dig dirt.
That's right. Paul is correct. Left turn, left turn, left turn.
Hello, Desert Prospector. Hey, all just got home from work.
Hey, Nathan.
Work. Left turn, left turn, left turn. Just going around the world doing the left turn. That's not so much the humidity, it's the dew point, I'm telling you, Josh. Yeah. Here in Arizona, once our dew point gets over 50, that's when our monsoons start to get ready to kick in. They used to do it where what it was like 3 days. If we had 3 days consistency of 55 degrees dew point, then we were
Yeah.
in monsoons. Now they just, I think, changed it to sometime in July, I think, is our official monsoon.
They always change it.
Yeah, because the weather's always changing. Do the drivers ever have to stop for directions?
Probably not. They only have to stop to get their tires changed and to gas up.
No, they don't have to stop for, yeah. Which turn am I at? Yeah, stop for directions. Round and round and round and round. What do they have? What if they have to take a pee, or all of a sudden they have some
They're
bad
peeing in
gas?
their suit.
That's got to be disgusting, huh? Yeah. Hey, I got to come in for a pit stop. They probably got a Gatorade bottle in their car, huh?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not going 100 and something miles an hour.
Yeah, no. Let me unzip and pee. Yeah, no.
All depends. Yeah, they got depends on, all right. Monsoons ain't what they used to be. I remember back in the 80s in Sierra Vista, we could almost set our watch by them.
He's right about that. The monsoons are not nearly as bad as they were when we first moved to Arizona.
No, yeah, you could look off in the distance and see the lightning and all of that, and that's very true. Yeah, let's get the head inside of that little bottle of 200 miles an hour. That's right. Have you met your new neighbors? I have not. Oh, I did meet the lady across the street. I saw her out one time and I had to go ask her.
Well, I sent you across the street.
You
Sent
sent
you
her
across
across
the
the
street.
street?
I sent you across the street to go talk to her,
Well,
to
how
ask
did
her
you know?
about the
How did
garbage.
you know she was out there?
You told me she was out there, and I
Oh,
said, go talk to her.
okay, yeah. So I went and talked to her because I had to find out what the garbage days were and who picks up and stuff.
And the mail,
Yeah.
very important stuff.
So you know something funny, Mark? They paid for well transfer for us. That's
Yes,
funny.
they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, that was part of the thing.
Yes, they did.
So I went on and looked. I found the number, the well number. It's still not in our name. I'm waiting to see that well get put in our name, but I did find the number. Mary Ann gave me the number. So I went and looked it up on it's like about 3 miles away from here.
Yeah.
2 to 3 miles away.
That's a very deep well.
Unless it's a shared well, I don't understand how that's working. But that's pretty. I find that pretty funny. So I put up blinds today. I did that. I did get some blinds put up. I've been doing a lot of still just kind of repair stuff and moving stuff around, and I'm still unboxing boxes though.
Put the numbers on the house.
I did put numbers on the house. There's a lot of boxes I still unpacking and stuff. So there's still a lot.
Tell them what you do, how you work. You open the box, then you sit down. Then you take something out of the box, then you sit down. That's why it's taking you so long.
What would you trade for that Gretsch? Anything's tradable.
He's talking about one of your guitars.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
We're supposed to have a really good monsoon season this year. Yep.
I hope not.
Exactly right. Yeah, I got to get out. Well, if we have a really good one, it will steer move the gold around. I still got a whole nother wall right here. I got to put more guitars up there. I still got a few more. I got to find more of those hooky things. One of these days, I'll learn how to play the guitars. Still available for help if you need it with moving and repair stuff, Jack. Well, thank you, Steve. You know what's interesting? Let me tell you something interesting. So in the living room, you turn there's the two switches, I'm assuming. One's for the light, one's for the fan. The light comes on, but the fan don't come on. Inside the master bedroom, you flip the switch, the fan and the light comes on, but the other one doesn't control it. So I don't know how they've got everything wired. I don't understand that. I mean, I understand electricity sometimes. It shocks you, and you try to avoid touching bare wires. And I know that generally ceiling fans you hook up to the fan, and then I can add a light kit. So I don't understand why that's not working right. I've got a Carlos acoustic 12 string I'll trade you. I can't even play 6, let alone 12. We're going to go out to, we're going to start a ritual here where we're going to go to the restaurant for Sunday morning buffets. Probably every Sunday morning, we're going to start hitting the buffet there in Wallapies.
For brunch.
Brunch, yes. That's going to be our plan. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Other than that, I don't have nothing else to talk about.
Sure you do.
You got something else to talk about?
Me? I don't have anything to talk. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
Well, I talked about metal detecting. I talked about gold.
You only touched on gold. I'm sure that all your vast constituents here all have questions for you. Open yourself up for questions.
I'm open.
I didn't say undress yourself.
Well, you said open, so I opened.
Mm.
When you had that arc at that light, it was probably the wire tapped off for the fan. Oh, the arc on the light was that, that light that stayed on all the time? It was always on. And I got tired of the light just always staying on. So I thought, I'm going to take it down and just disconnect the wire until I figure out. So generally, when you put them on, you put them on the big hole and then you kind of turn them to lock them in. So I was trying to turn it to get it to drop down, and when I turned it, that's when it arced. And so I left it alone for a while and made sure that thing was turned off, the switch was turned off, and dropped it down. They had some bare wires in there, and the bare wires touched the part of the metal, and that's what caused the arc. So these guys, whoever wired these or put in these new lights and fans, didn't know what the hell they were doing at all. So I wrapped tape around all the bare wires, put that all back up there, and that dimmer switch works fine now. Jack invented an arc taser. You know what I found? I was going through paperwork. I found pictures from when I was a kid. I opened up a business one time called Laser Tag. Remember that?
Uh-huh. I didn't know you then.
You didn't know me then? It was actually called the business was called Laser Quest. And so I had all these laser tag guns, and there was this big building and flashing lights and all of that, and people would come in, and it was like, I don't know what it was back then, but it was $1 for 10 minutes or something like that. And they got to run around and shoot each other. And that was very, yeah. But anyway, I found that newspaper clipping and all that was in there. Did you hear how the New York fellas did their last 2 day on Gold Mountain? I saw some of their clean out. They did pretty good. And then they said at the end there, it started to peter out on them. And so they didn't know kind of where to go, which direction to go at that point. But he offered me $5,000 for that claim. I said, man, $5,000, I may have to consider that. Half bucket. Hey, everyone, just remembered. Wished it started at 6 Arizona time. It will start at 6 again Arizona time in the fall.
Once the clocks change.
Once the clocks change, yeah. But they're planning on coming back out, not to gold dig. I think he said his daughter's moving to California or something, and so he's getting married or moving to California or something, so he's coming back out. Yes, let's talk about gold, please. All right. Talk about gold. What would you like to know about gold? Gold, let's see what the current price of gold is now. See if it went up, okay? Current price of gold is at, it's dropping more. All precious metals drop. Gold right now is $32.57. So if anybody, so I do have 3 gold monsters with me. Brand new, 3 gold monster metals.
For sale?
For sale, I do. That I'll give smoking deals on. Jack, did you get any detecting in lately? I have not got any detecting in. I still need to go out and detect this yard or this place too. But so yeah, the people up on that one claim there, they pulled out. I saw some of the cleanup up there, Steve. They were, they got some really nice gold up there. But they said at the end there, it started petering out on them, and they didn't know what to do. I said I would probably go further up that wash and look for another area to punch a hole down and start. So I thought, I would like to do that eventually. I think I'll put a camper on the truck once I have some free time, and I may just go up there and hang out for a week and do some serious gold mining. I might just do that. I could just do that. If somebody says like, don't you have some place to go?
Whoever would say that to you?
I'm going out Sunday to do some metal detecting up there in Meadview. Dave from Nevada, he's coming out.
I
Going
thought
up there
Dave was in
Sunday.
Idaho.
No, he was in Nevada working right now.
Oh,
So, but he's going to go up Sunday. So I told him I would go up there and do a couple hours metal detect, get some stuff out of storage up there. Yeah. So, but that's about it. That's what's happening. I don't have any gold. Oh, I do have a few gold. I got a little bit of gold here, not much. But so my gold room is all set up, the equipment set up. I got to do some videos. My videos have been slacking, falling behind. But yeah, anyways, if you're not a subscriber, go subscribe to the things. Okay, that's all I have to talk about.
well, Steve says they'll be out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday all summer long.
Be out on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all summer long.
Do they still have their bike shop?
Yeah, do you guys still have your bike shop? I got a bike I need you to fix for me. That's what I need you to do. I'm going out. I'm going back. Oh, tomorrow. I'm going out back to the camp tomorrow to get another load of stuff, just real quick, in and out. So have a great night. You have a great night too, Mark. I got a flat tire on one of my scooter bikes, my bikes, and I can't. It's kind of hard to figure out how do you get all them sprockets and all that crap off. Keith and Wynn. Hey, we remember Keith and Wynn, don't we?
We do.
AU Prospecting in the Northwest. Yes, we do. They loved the were they the tie-dye people?
They were the tie-dyed people, yes.
The tie-dye, and they loved that big gold hog stuff. Yes, we do. Open Wednesday through Saturday. 4-pound nugget found in my area in 1870. All right. We're going to be up there, Jay. I'm putting you on my list of when I go back east. So I'll come and visit you.
That's an interesting question. Do you think that the gold price is down because of the stock market going back up again?
Bring it in. We can fix it. But you're only there Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday through Saturday. Yeah, I'll have to bring it tomorrow. When I go there, I'll have to load it up. But anyway, so I had a flat tire, and I ordered a inner tube, and then I tried to put it in there, but I couldn't get that wheel to come off with all the sprockets and all the brakes and all that crap. So I had a hard time figuring that out. But I'll have to bring it up here and one day. But I thought about you there. Unless I left it there and you go by there when you're down in there and you pick it up, and then when it's done, you can drop it back off again, and we can work it out.
Oh, they're in Vicksburg Sunday through Tuesday.
We still have a stack of tie-dye Gold Fever Adventure shirts that we made for you guys several years ago. Hopefully next year we will make it to Arizona and can hook up with you. Well, hey, absolutely.
That'd be great.
Tie-dye, Gold Fever tie-dye t-shirt. Sweet. Yeah. I remember doing tie-dyes, where you go get the stuff and you twist them all up with rubber bands, and then you put it in the washing machine with some dye or the sink, whatever. I remember doing some of that stuff. If you have the bike there this weekend, when I get there, I might be able to get it done for you. How are you going to do any work, man? You're just going to have all types of projects to do, huh?
Yeah, other stuff needs to be done first.
You got that gold buggy that's leaking gold? Yep, we can do that. Pick it up at the Gold Fever. All right. I'll touch base with you on that there. We'll play that by ear. I may not want to transport it because I got to hook them all down and all that type of stuff. Cool de mundo. Hey, you know what I got in the mail today?
What?
Look at this. This is a smartwatch. This thing is pretty cool. This thing has altitude measurements. It's got built-in compass, barometric pressure, does your heart rate, pulse, Bluetooth telephone. It's waterproof. It does all types of features on it. Yeah, they sent me this to do a video for them. So I said, sure, I'll do a video for you. So I haven't even opened it yet. So I guess this weekend I have to do a video for them for that.
You're a very busy man.
You have my number? I probably don't, Steve, but you're going to email it to me or DM me. Why do they call it DM? I always thought it was called PM. PM me, private message me. Why is DM? What's DM stand for?
I don't know.
Jack, put it on, see if it works. I'm surprised you don't have an Apple Watch. I do have an Apple Watch. Where's my, oh, my Apple Watch is out there plugged in. I do have an Apple Watch. Direct messaging. Oh, gotcha. Direct messages. Okay. See, you guys are so small. So anyway, so Steve, send just, yeah, either email it or DM it to me. So I'll have it. I'll touch base with you. But I don't wear my watch as much as I should because I'm so active and I keep knocking it and bumping it. And then I scratch the plate up and have to order another protective housing and all of that. But it is very handy. You know, I remember when I first got that watch, I think I was in Nevada in Walmart parking lot. I was in the RV, you know, Walmart. I love the camp Walmarts as I travel. And I get a knock at the door and it was a sheriff. And he asked me if everything was okay. And I said, everything's fine. You know, I looked out and there was a bunch of RVs there in the parking lot. So I figured somebody must have called 911 or something. And so he went about his way, whatever. Later on, you know, days later or whatever, the watch goes off and it says, did you fall? And yes or no. And I have to say no. And then it'll say, did you fall, but you're okay? And again, I have to say no. So every time I bump it or bang it too hard, I have to answer that or it'll call 911. So I figured that's how come that cop was knocking at the door, because my phone then called 911. So when I'm out hiking in the mountains and stuff by myself, it actually is kind of a cool feature to have.
Well, if you're in service.
Well, I guess that part's true too.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can make 911 calls on your phone if you don't have service. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Okay, so anyways, that's all we got to talk about tonight. Gold was discovered in 1799 in the Carolinas, or discovered in 1848. Got it. That must be Steve. Got it. 1848, 49ers in California.
The kids want to come in. I see that. I see shadows.
Come here. Come here, River. Come here, River. Come here, Crystal. Come here.
But you got to open the door. They can't open the door.
Push the door. Come in. Come on. Push the door. Push the door. They just figured out how to go in and out of the doggy door.
Well, they just got a doggy door. They didn't have one before.
I know. I just put it in. They finally came in today for the first time. Kids, come on in. Push the door. Come in. Push the door. Push the door. They can't figure out how to push the door.
Of course not.
Well, all they got to do, if they push it a little bit, it would open up. Push it. Push it. I thought you said they were smart. Okay. Anyway, so that's all I've got, guys. So I tried to have a guest, and he didn't answer me till today, that he's having computer problems. So hopefully he will be around for next week, and I will have him on the show. So anyways, that's all I've got to talk about. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Who, me?
1782. Yes. Okay.
No.
All right, you guys all have a fantastic week. Stay out of trouble. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for hanging. And until our paths cross again, please like, share, subscribe. See you guys. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Jack's got a shovel and a dream in his hands, staking claims neath the hot desert sand, chasing the glimmer of gold in the sun. Every hill climbed, it's a battle, but he's won. With friends beside him, he's never alone. Through valleys and mountains, they've made it their home. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. They ride the ATV through the wide open plains, laughing and shouting, forgetting the pains. The wind on their faces, a taste of pure freedom. In the heart of Arizona, they know they'll beat them. Life's a wild ride, they shout out so bold. Jack says you never slow down, you never grow old. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. Lots of hills ride, they shout out so bold. Jack says you never slow down, you never grow old. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. So here's to the gold in the lives that we hold. Jack's got his friends, and that's worth more than gold.